is a 2005 Mazda 3. It's a nice Pt.2. It's a decent vehicle. Customer stated that they need a transmission pan replacement. But what does concern me is, because this is kind of like a Ford engine as well, they got part number 50639 for a Ford 2.5 liter, 2.3 liter. This is a 2.3. And it's got all the valve cover gasket stuff here, so I'm not sure if they want me to do the valve cover gasket as well. There's the gasket and the transmission pan. Alright, now we move in. Now she's drifting. Be careful not to hit Snooky Poo. Yeah, it's dripping. It's dripping from somewhere, but it's got a bent up pan. Alright, so I'm sorry for the late posting of this video. I've been really super busy. I'm trying to push out more videos, but we are returning back to part 2 of this video so that I can push this video out for you guys that want to see how I've replaced the pan and everything else. This is actually a really good video, so I hope you do enjoy this video. If you want to see part 1 video, just go into my channel and see the previous video that I posted before this one. I've been meaning to post this, so let's go ahead and get into this video. Alright, so now I'm up underneath the vehicle. I'm gonna go ahead and break these loose. Oh, wrong way. Nope, wrong way. Break these loose. Wow, they're loose. A lot of bolts over here. It's still leaking like crazy over here. Still drip, drip, drip. No wonder why I couldn't even drive it this morning. That was a little tight. If I can see where all the bolts are. That one's tight. There you go. That one. Let's see if I can find all the rest of them. Oh, sorry if my head's in the way, guys. Alright, here's one here. Right. Looks like it's got silicone gasket sealer underneath. That's not good. That's not a good sign. So someone's been here before. There's a dent in the pan. There's multiple dents in this pan. Make sure all that's loose. Alright, let's go ahead and start removing all the bolts. Yeah, there's sealant on this. That's not good. It's like gasket sealer. Someone used gasket sealer. Someone's been under here. I'm worried about this. Crap. Where's that? Oh, there it is. I don't want it in that. I should have grabbed the gloves too. I'm gonna leave 4 bolts in. Because I'm gonna figure out how to my battery's running low. Now you can see right here. So I'm gonna put gasket sealer on it. See that little red stuff on it? That's gasket sealant. So someone made their little homemade gasket, which is not good. So I'm kind of worried about it. Alright, so I got 4 bolts loose, or 4 bolts still on there. I'm gonna go ahead and get some gloves on and see if we can get the pan off. Alright, change of plans. My gloves are in the service truck. Ain't that beautiful? Alright, so now we gotta figure out how to get this pan off. Which is gonna be fun. Where's that bolt? This is gonna be fun. Because if you see in here, oh, if I can get my screen up, you see all that orange, pinkish stuff. Someone used some gasket sealer. So I'm gonna have some fun trying to get this pan to lower down. I can't see with anything right now. There you go. Oh, I'm moving, you guys. Sorry. There you go. Now you guys can see much better. Let me move this light somewhere and it'll stay right there. So from here, see if we could pry this thing off. What the heck did they do to this? Because this is not cool. I didn't run this too long. Oh, golly. Is there like another way that I could lower this? Maybe back here, somewhere in the sands of time. I don't know. Because I want to lower it from the back, since this vehicle is on ramps. Oh, golly. This thing is on there. They put gasket sealer on here. Not supposed to. But let's wait until my employee gets back, see what he thinks. Might just go ahead and pull this drain plug out and drain out whatever fluid's in here. Since it does have a drain plug, that'll be great for me to drain all the fluid out before lowering this. I think I have a socket for that. Let me see. Bring me a beer. Root beer? Or actual beer? I'm gonna put that in the drink. Alright, so this is gonna be fun. Oh, cool. Oh, man, that is nasty.
How nasty?
It's brown.
What do you mean it's brown?
The transmission fluid is brown.
Not supposed to be brown.
It's not.
Like a dark brown?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like darker than Rashad.
He's black, so.
Man, look. There you go.
No, it ain't too bad, but yeah, I needed a flush.
Alright, now you get under here and try to get this damn pan off.
Me?
Yeah, because I can't even get it off.
Yeah, let me grab a date.
I think I'm safe over here. Let's see.
Oh, I'm getting it.
You getting it? I was gonna see if I could use the drain plug and see if I could. Nope. Ow. Ah, getting transmission fluid on me.
You sure that's gasket sealer?
Yeah, I mean, it's like silicone sealant. Yeah, hold it right there. There you go. Oh, I can't see on the other side. Okay, alright. There's really not much of a... There you go. Alright. This transmission drenched socket that we need to clean. Not all the way out.
It's out. Just gotta. There you go.
There you go. Well, at least we don't have to get a new crush washer. Yeah, it's cracked around here somewhere.
They smacked the crap out of it.
Yeah. I mean, there's multiple dents in it, too.
Well, there's a factory.
There's a factory?
Yeah. That's not.
Yeah, I know. We gotta scrape all this.
That's not gasket sealer. I don't know what that is, but that's not gasket sealer.
Grab the camera.
Alright. Tap key. Alright, so we got the transmission fan off. Doesn't look too bad, actually. Not a lot of metal shavings up there. But we do have to scrape all this pink crap off. That is not meant for transmission pans. We gotta make sure we get all of it off and make sure it doesn't go into the transmission, because it will clog it up, burn it up, and we don't want to have to pay for a transmission. Alright, let's
We're gonna go ahead and get with the customer too to see if they want us to go out and get a new filter as well, because that fluid was brown, and we're gonna try cleaning it up as much as possible. And if they say go ahead and get a filter and everything, we're gonna go order it and get it picked up and get everything cleaned up, everything replaced, and we'll be right back. Alright, y'all, so we are back, or I am, because service truck ain't here. He's got a call that he's got to go to for a lockout on the vehicle, so he'll be back. But from here, we got a new transmission filter and gasket that came with it. So we're gonna put this in here, and since they supplied the gasket for the pan, I'm gonna let the customer know, hey, you can go ahead and, you know, return this for your money back on that. And we got the new pan here. So let's go ahead, let's just put this on the bench in here. Move some of this around. Oh, this is in the way. There you go. Move this out of the way. So this is our pan that we'll be using. We let the customer know about the cost of the pan, or cost of the filter. Okay, there's the factory dents that I saw earlier. So it looks good. Let's go ahead and compare it with the other pan. It shouldn't be leaking. Yeah, it is still dripping, so let's go ahead and grab this pan. Let's compare it. Right here. Ow. So yeah, all the bolts and everything all line up. Same design, still same drain area. This one don't have a magnet, so we're gonna put this magnet on here. But first we're gonna clean this off and get everything situated with both these pans, or with this pan. And we're gonna go ahead and get that on. But first, let's go ahead and start scraping that sealer that's up underneath. So I'm gonna position you guys up underneath. Ta-da! All right. So we got a new scraper, and we're using the plastic one. We're not using metal scrapers. But we're gonna go ahead and get as much as the sealing off. Might have to upgrade to the metal one, because this stuff is not coming off. I wish I had the carbide scraper, because it would be easier. Yeah, I'm gonna switch over to the metal one. It shouldn't hurt it. Yeah, let me switch over to the metal one. See how good that works on scraping all this off. Now, I normally don't like using metal scrapers on this kind of setup, but when push comes to shove, have to do what you gotta do, right? Get all this sealing up. Try not to mess anything up, not scrape anything important. It's getting most of it off. I wish I had that carbide scraper. I might order one of these days. But make sure that I have it flat up on the pan, or on the transmission itself. Don't want to scrape anything, mess up this transmission. If I mess up that transmission, it would not be a good day for me. Ooh, that's nasty. Alright, so I got all that scraped off as much as I can. It kind of looks really good. Some of it looks kind of rough, but I'm going to go ahead and spray it down with some parts cleaner, and get her all cleaned up and ready to go with the new filter, new gasket, and new pan. Have no fear, spray cleaner's here. For those that are thinking this is gonna ruin the transmission, it will not. Get all that nastiness out. Get it all cleaned up. Get all the debris out too, as much as possible. And we'll just let that drip for a little bit. And get to work on putting the rest of it in. Alright, so while we're waiting here, waiting for that to drain, we're gonna go ahead and clean off this drain plug or drain pan. Get this magnet. It does have some sediment in it, but it's not concerning. Let me grab a rag. But we're gonna go ahead and get everything cleaned up in this pan. We're gonna get this magnet out. We're gonna put it in the new pan, and everything should be good. Nasty. Get all that nastiness out. That's out. Alright, so we need to get this magnet off. Should just pop right off. I need another one. Alright, let me go get another can real quick. Shouldn't take me long. Not long at all, because I stocked up plenty of brake clean. We're gonna go ahead. There you go. Let's get this all cleaned up. Ah, it's cold. And a big shout out to Tow Man for sticking with me for all these, or for almost a year, at least a year. For watching my videos, commenting. I appreciate you, man. I see your videos every once in a while. I'm still waiting to hear back so I can get me a tow truck of my own so I can start doing towing videos and hire another employee if the numbers are correct, and be able to push out towing videos such as, or just like you. So it's all about praying and, or hoping and praying that everything goes great on that. All that crud all in there. Let's get right in here too. Alright, and this is almost one good clean magnet. And these magnets have to be flat, rounded. When I was looking at it, it looked like it had ridges on it, but no, it doesn't have ridges. So the new magnet just snaps right in place, right in the factory bump right there. And this can just drain right here. And our new pan is good to go. Let me go ahead and spray the inside so that we ain't got no debris in this. We don't want any debris whatsoever in this pan when we go to install it, because it would be a bad day for it to be picked up and somehow go into the engine, even though we're putting a new filter in. We just want to make sure everything is good. So we'll set this down over here. Let's go ahead and prop it up so that it can drain the rest of the way and dry up before we install the pan. So let's get back underneath the vehicle. Alright, so we got the new filter. We're gonna go ahead and slap it right in, but first we're gonna make sure that this little rubber gasket right here is oiled up before we install it, because you don't want the gasket to be dry when you're trying to push it in, because it'll not align correctly and it'll fall out of place. There we go. Snaps right in like that. Here's your little transmission filter. What do you got? Transmission fluid sensor. That's it. That's what I'm trying to think of. The transmission fluid sensor. So whenever the transmission fluid goes low, this thing reads that there's no transmission fluid and will throw that code out that we saw earlier when we were inside the car running the codes. So now we got all that situated. Everything looks clean. It's dripping whatever old fluid it's got in it, which is fine. So now we can go ahead and get the new pan, new gasket, get it lined up and put in place. All right, and you see how, if I can see, you see how this is actually all rubberized and everything, and it's kind of hard to line it up. That means I have to go for my feel where the gasket is and put it in place, and that's gonna be fun. So let's go ahead and try getting that. And what we're gonna do, it's kind of like a fun part of this job, is grab me some bolts. I'm gonna try aligning the gasket on this pan as good as possible. Oh, come on. This is not fun. I'd rather be home with my wife than I'm having fun. I'm having such a great time. Alright. So I'm gonna put one bolt through here. I'm not starting it, oh, that works. Oh, Lord, this works. Ah. Alright, so, good trick for you guys. So, when you're putting the gasket on, you can actually push the bolts in and align your gaskets, or at least align your gasket in place so that you can actually thread them up, but not thread them all the way up, just enough for you to start bolting on the rest of the pan. So let me go ahead and get all the bolts lined up, and I'll be right back. Alright, as you can see, I got all the bolts all in the holes, and everything is holding on to that gasket really good. But first, because there's debris in the pan, I have to spray it down one more time and get back underneath the vehicle and be able to thread in some of these bolts. So I'll be right back. Alright, so I am back. Let's see if okay, that's in order right there. I'm gonna line this pan up. I'm just gonna start the threads, but I'm not gonna run them all the way down just yet. I'm just trying to line them up. Get them all lined up accordingly. If it'll go right in place. Some of these just don't want to go in. Alright, I got that one started. This side just doesn't want to go in because some of these. Alright, there you go. Got that one started. You don't want to run them all the way down just yet, because if you run them all the way down, all the other bolts are going to come out. So you just want to run them accordingly, because you might have like this bolt over here that you guys can't see. It was not even lined up. There you go. This bolt. Something's not lined up. Alright, that's lined up. That's not. So you just want to go little ways at a time. A little bit at a time. Because you see how... Oh, come on, get off there. Get off there. Ah, that one ran in. And you see how this bolt right here is kind of out. Just kind of work it in there. And that one not even all on. Just make sure you get all the bolts. I know you guys can't see what I'm seeing because I'm in the zone. Not auto zone, but yeah, I'm in the zone. Making sure all my bolts are threaded. And I don't have my system running anymore, so I can't see what the torque specs are on these bolts, but I'm just gonna run them down and do like a quick little turn. I think my battery's dying. Yeah, my battery's dying. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and charge the battery. I'll be right back so that I can tighten all the rest of these bolts. So stay tuned, I'll be back. Alright, so I got the battery charged up, kinda. It's not all the way charged, but it is what it is. I need to get more batteries like this. That way, when I have to change out the batteries, I could change them out right then and there. So, but yeah, we're gonna go ahead and resume doing this. It's saying it's fully charged. So let's go ahead and tighten up this this transmission pan and get some fluids in her. So I'm gonna place you guys right over here so you can look at what we're working on. All right, I can't remember where we left off, but oh yeah, that's much better. Some of these actually had some of that sealant on there, or old gasket material. So you just tighten them down. Not all the way, but go in small increments. That's tight. That's tight. That's tight. Alright. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and start here. It's tight, so we're just gonna give it a quarter turn. Good. Quarter turn, at least close to it. Quarter turn, close to it. Now, before anybody tries commenting about how I installed these other two bolts in the back of the transmission, I did advise that customer that the two bolts were stripped out in the transmission, so please don't critique me on it. I told her that I do have a die and retap set that I could do on the transmission, but the customer declined for further repairs. They just only wanted the vehicle to be drivable with no damage and have no leaks whatsoever, which we did inspect after dropping the vehicle off, and everything was all good. So do not comment saying that I did a bad job with the bad two bolts in the back. She was not concerned about it. They just wanted the vehicle to run and drive and have no leaks. That bolt's stripped. I'll let the customer know as that bolt's stripping. There you go. Alright, I'm not gonna do a full quarter turn. There you go. Don't want to go too tight on these. There you go. Yeah, alright, that's tight. Everything's tight. Perfect. So we're gonna go to the top of the engine. Get some illuminators up. The more lights, the better it gets, right? Is that how it is? How the saying goes? The more lights, the better? I don't know. So, customer did supply the fluid, so I don't know how much fluid it takes. If we need to order more fluid, we'll get with customer and let them know that we had to get some more, but I believe we need some more than that because I had to put 2 quarts in it in order for me to drive it. So we'll go ahead and get the dipstick out. Place this in here. Stick it right in place. We're just gonna put all last 3 of these quarts in. We're gonna check the fluid. Hey, glug glug. Last bit right here. And a little bit too much, but it'll be alright. Last bit. Right in. Alright. So that's 3 quarts. I don't think that's the full quarts that we need for this vehicle, but we're gonna check the levels, see what it looks like. Might just crank it up and put it in reverse and drive, and back in reverse and back and drive, and then in park. Check out the fluids while it's running. So let's go ahead and do that right now while we're waiting. Shoot. Still kind of dripping. But it's okay. We can live with it. Ah! There goes my light. Yep, one of my lights is dying. Yeah, one of my lights are dying. Give me a fresh flashlight that's bright. Ta-da. Let's check the fluid. See what we look like. And the survey says, saying there's plenty, but we're gonna get some towels real quick. We're gonna run this this engine for a little bit. And see how everything goes. So alright, so I got my towels here. I'm gonna go ahead and start this engine and see how it goes. Oh, the key's in the ignition. Cool. So currently the vehicle is in neutral. I'm gonna check my fluids real quick. Still a little bit brown. And we need fluid. So we're gonna go back out, we're gonna get 2 more quarts, put that in, take it for a test drive, and see where we're at after that. So we'll be right back again. Alright, so I went out and got more transmission fluid, got 2 more quarts, 1 extra one just in case we have to fill up more. So let's go ahead, start up this engine. I'm gonna pop this right here. No, it'll stay right there. Let's start it up. Cranking the engine. Right up here. Bring it right up here. Alright. Go ahead and check. See what our fluid levels look like. Looks like it needs more.
No, it's actually over.
Makes it more red than black.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah, we're good. All right. Let me go ahead and stick this back in. Go ahead and take it for a quick little test drive. See how well this vehicle drives. And then we'll go deliver this vehicle to the customer. So let's go for a little ride. There you go. Let's see. Intake air temperature circuit control or sensor circuit high input. Intake manifold. Tuning valve control circuit low. Transmission. That's what we just fixed. Hopefully. O2 sensor system too rich. Off idle. At idle. Heated exhaust. Oxygen sensor upstream. Right upstream. Not switching correctly. Indicates rich. So we're gonna go ahead and clear these codes real quick. Erase codes. Engine on and
Before
engine
you cut
on.
it off, I'll hold that.
All right. What's that noise? What is it?
Sounds to me it's coming from the transmission.
Oh wait, look at it. It's not leaking. Yeah, it sounds like it's coming from the transmission. Oh boy. I'm still gonna clear the codes.
Yeah, clear the code, see what it does. Sounds like she ran it on a little too long while it was low.
Ignition on, engine off. See. Click yes. DTC's freeze data will be deleted. Yes. Okay. So escape. Reading codes, 2 faults, instrument cluster. What is going on with instrument cluster? Lost communication with generic electronic module, passenger junction box, and lost communication with radio because there is no radio. Those are the only 2 things that's on it right now. But check engine light will return. Power off. There, click OK. Alright, so we're gonna take this thing for a quick little test drive. That transmission does not sound good. Everything good underneath the hood. That rhymed. Get my chair out of the way. Put this in the back seat. There you go. It still sounds weird. Backing her up. Can't see behind me.
Hold on a second.
Oh, okay. All right, let me take her around the block. Turn my headlights on. It ain't got no headlights.
What?
Low beams.
What the heck?
See, I can hear the relay clicking when I'm turning on the headlights. But
Okay.
nothing. But either it's a blown bulb or something.
It's got to be a blown bulb.
Yeah. And let me take her around the block real quick.
Have fun with them people flashing you.
Yeah. All right. All right. So we're going around the block. Do the speed limit around here. Some rattling in the back. Sorry for the high beams. Sorry. So yeah, I mean, she's shifting like normal. I just want to get one good little high speed. Turn signals work. No check engine light so far, so that's good. Let's go ahead and bring her around town. And it seems like everything is good with this vehicle. Brakes are great. Vehicle feels normal. Even with full power. I'm speeding. Gotta slow it down some. Anyways, yeah, it's pretty much a good done deal. It's shifted into 4th gear. I'm getting a phone call already. Alright. So, there you go. The vehicle is good. The brakes kind of wobbly a little bit, like it's warped. But they look like brand new brakes.
Might just be the rotors.
Probably. But vehicle drives great.
I mean, it's got new struts on the front. It should ride good.
Yeah. And transmission does not whine or anything.
Yeah, they quit whining, so
Yeah,
they probably just needed a safety stick.
probably. But still address the O2 sensor. Map, not map,
Intake air temperature sensor.
yeah, intake, mass airflow sensor. But that's the only two things that are the only problems that are going to show up.
Yeah, keep driving like this.
But the cluster thing, probably don't have to worry about it.
No. The reason why it's starting that is because of that radio not being there.
Yeah,
Because the radio and the instrument cluster, they communicate back and forth.
yeah. And of course tell them about the low beams. Alright, well, that concludes the video. I took this on a quick little trip. Everything's all good with this vehicle. It drives, the heated seats work great. So we're gonna go ahead and return this vehicle to the customer, and we're gonna get a bite to eat while he's in the service truck.
Yep, I gotta go do a lockout first.
Yep. Wait, I'm gonna stay over at Burger King while you do it.
I mean, whichever. I mean, it's right around the corner. It's not even 5 minutes from here.
Okay, do the lockout. I'll be at Burger King then.
Okay.
Yep. And also call the customer. She accidentally put the wrong address in. Yeah, the company called me.
Okay. Oh, hey, it updated automatically.
Oh, okay.
Because the first address, it changed.
Yeah. Alright. Well, I'll see you at Burger King.
Alright.
Alright. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, subscribe if you haven't, comment down below of your thoughts, opinions, concerns, suggestions. And as always, y'all have a great day, and God bless.